Hey guys, I'm back again with another what if. I just thought about this a couple hours ago, but I didn't think because from one YouTuber who actually did Vegeta died and went into Naruto, and he was neglected by his family. He gave Naruto the aura, so I'm gonna give Deku the Super Saiyan Blue aura, but he's not gonna be neglected at all because I don't like doing those because it doesn't make sense to me. Because I'm not that kind of person either. So I'm going to start like this. What if Deku had the Super Saiyan Blue aura? At a young age, Deku was basically still, whatever age they go to the quirk doctor to, he was found out quirkless. And he was sad, totally sad. And his mom in this timeline cheered him up, calmed him down a bit. About you can still be a hero if you put your hard work into it. Deku took this into consideration. His mom believes in him. So Deku does, before even going to school, he actually attended martial art classes. He always get good and better. Some people think he has a quirk of adapting fast, but it really isn't. It's Deku's own mindset. So Deku is basically learning martial arts. He is basically a black belt. I think that's the highest belt, I think. But he goes back to school. Everything originally goes almost similar to canon. Everybody bullies Deku, but Deku really doesn't care in this timeline. But people who does care about Deku's well-being does still talk to Deku, and Deku does still talk to them. So basically, Bakugo is bullying another kid, and Deku said, "Cut it out, Bakugo." In this timeline, Deku just got over the word Kachan because it's really annoying. And Deku is basically defending the kid. Basically, Bakugo said, "Oh, what's up, Deku? You really gonna defend him, you worthless nerd?" Deku instantly dashed at Bakugo, hit him in the stomach. Bakugo could have seen him and he expect, so he was hiding a quirk from me this whole time, and Deku said, "Nah, I really put my body to physical training." Bakugo doesn't believe it. He thinks he was hiding his quirk, didn't think he was more better than Deku, and he blast at Deku, try to explode him, but Deku is basically dodging. Even he doesn't even know how he's dodging him, because usually Bakugo attack used to hit him, but it doesn't now. And then when the explosion was about to hit the kid, Deku, without thinking, dashed toward the kid and put up his guard. And it was a basically little baby tiny explosion. No, not baby tiny explosion. Like it's like a little bit higher to basically a small explosion. Deku blocked it, and some reason he has a surge of screaming for some reason. Deku in the smoke. Bakugo think he did it. He got got done with that worthless Deku, but Deku isn't done. Deku was literally on his guard, going like this. The kid was fine. Deku was just a little bit injured, but he's fine. Bakugo's like, "Wow, so you will have another quirk," and Deku's having enough of this. He literally screams to the heavens, and Bakugo does see a blue aura. Deku is unleashing the Super Saiyan Blue aura, but he only can use like 2% of it. And he literally dashed to Bakugo with blinding speeds. Hits Bakugo, sending him flying to the wall. And then Deku passed out because his body wasn't really ready for like any of this power yet, because he didn't even know he had it. So Deku wakes up in the infirmary, and everything got explained. Bakugo started first, and Deku unlocked his quirk. But Deku doesn't even think this is a quirk or not. So Deku basically go home. His mom got him filled up with the information. She's wondering why Bakugo does acting like this. She's wondering she should pay a visit to the Bakugo's family. Bakugo's and he was getting yelled at, like, "Why are you starting fights? Ain't you trying to be a hero, but you trying to be a villain?" Bakugo said, "Huh." Because now he gets the picture. When he was attacking people, he's acting like a villain. This is the Bakugo he actually realized instead of being a hothead since all the way to middle school. Because in the original, Bakugo took the least season 5 to understand that shit. I'm making this shit simple. So Bakugo knows not to bully people because that's a villain way. Well, Deku is basically meditating because that's what his master told him to, and he's meditating to find that strange power. Well, he meditates. He meets an old version of himself because he's still like 4 at the time, and seeing like the spirit, the power of his is actually explaining what the power is. Not actually explaining, like he said, you have to learn how to use this power. Only can give it to you. You got to learn how to control it and utilize it. And Deku said, what's your name? He said, I don't have a name. He said, I should give you a name. How about Blue Aura? He said, good name. Because I'm blue and I have an aura. That's what he said. And Deku does. And this whole time skip until the start of the anime, basically Deku's only learned how to control the aura to 5% of the aura around them, but he learned how to use basically how to put some of it in his body, a bit, just a little bit. Only like 2% into his body, while the 5% is out of his body. So he basically doesn't really do it all the time, but he knows he has to do it to push past his limits. So Deku is basically training since that, and now they're in middle school. And this time, Bakugo is actually more stronger since he knows Deku's always getting stronger. So basically, Bakugo does do some martial arts classes. Without Deku even knowing, Bakugo doesn't bully kids anymore. And Deku does notice that. Oh yeah, forgot. Time skip, flashback. Deku does go to the quirk doctor, get a quirk check, and basically his quirk is called Blue Aura. So basically, no one can really say shit about Deku right now. No one. Nobody at all. But yeah, you see why I put Deku like at 5% when he got the start of the anime, basically. Because the Blue Aura took even Goku and Vegeta long to master. It took them like so long to even try to put it together without losing stamina. So basically, Deku's at 5% of it. So he can't really use all of it. So basically, everybody's going to UA, and 2 students is Bakugo and Midoriya. No one says shit about the 2 because Bakugo doesn't even go out, does a speech. He doesn't do that anymore because he's thinking of strategies to beat Deku, and Deku's thinking strategies to beat Bakugo because Bakugo does beat him sometimes, like at least 2 times, and Deku just beat him 3 times. So basically, it's like almost like half a draw in a way. And then everything goes almost similar in canon, since Deku was mastering his power. To his power taught him he can push the energy on his feet to float or fly. That's what he said. And Deku does try to practice it, but he can barely levitate off the floor. So he basically tries, but he said, nah, I'm just going to start walking. And then Deku sends something off. The aura is telling, like, it pops on him, like, it's warning Deku something's near, and then Deku just dodged out the way without even knowing what it is. He sees a sludge villain, and he said, it's probably a good chance to test it out. And then Deku, like, literally dodged around, and then All Might was right behind watching Deku. And he sees Deku putting all this energy to his fist, and he sends a shockwave to the villain. Not like that major, like, you know how All Might just did a shockwave and it knocked the sludge villain off of Deku? Yeah, like that. And the sludge villains everywhere. All Might say that is a pretty good quirk, and yeah, he doesn't really ask Deku. Deku doesn't really ask All Might he can be a hero because he knows he can be a hero with his power, but All Might still drops the bottle. And Deku does go to where the explosion is, and Deku sees Bakugo stuck. And he's looking like, seeing if the pros will try to help him, but they're not. They're not even helping Bakugo. And Deku's literally getting infuriated by this. Why are you not helping Bakugo? And Deku sees Bakugo's face of despair and scaredness. Deku had no time whatsoever, and he put 2% of the blue energy into his body. His hair turns a little blue, a little bit lightish green bluish, and the aura is around him 5%. He dashed with blinding speeds, grabbed Bakugo, and stalked the villain and made a tornado that changed the weather. All Might is shocked about this kid's power, and he's wondering should he give one for all to Deku, because he doesn't even think Milio is ready to handle the power at all. So basically, Bakugo and Deku walk home this time because they just walk home because Bakugo is cool with Deku now. And then All Might showed up and explained the situation, and he really forgot Bakugo was there. And Deku said, thanks for the offer, but I'd rather give it to Bakugo. And Bakugo said, wait, what? Even All Might said, wait, what? Because I need a rival. I need to push my power to its limit. And plus, if I can train Bakugo to handle your power, he can push me to the exact limit. All Might is actually inspired by this kid. And he actually took them out into a training regiment and basically cleaned the beach. And that beach was more and more dirtier than before. Yeah, I'm surprised no one did that before. So, but Deku literally don't use his power. He uses his own strength. And Bakugo does his own strength too. And they cleaned the beach up until like 5 weeks. Not actually 6 weeks. 10 months actually. It was 10 months. Not 10 months actually. It was like 6 months. They got the beach clean. All Might suppressed. And he gave the court to Bakugo. And this time, Deku does know his power went up a bit. He can use like 60% of his power now. 6% only. And in this tournament event, Bakugo actually figures out full counting because he actually observes Deku how he puts it in his body. So he pulls it into his body, see what percent he can go to. And Bakugo in this timeline, since he ripped in the cannon, now he's more ripped, he can actually access 7% of it. And they do a light spar with All Might, and All Might is impressed with the two being more calm in combat. And basically, they are good. And basically, the interest them was actually Deku and Bakugo does do their own separate training. After All Might explained he was going to be a teacher at UA. And basically, Bakugo and Deku does their own training. Bakugo got his AP shot, and even added one for all with it, like 8%, it's more damageable, and he has his powers impact early. And Deku learns how to fly with his aura, and learns how to literally hold his aura, and then summons his blue aura out and makes it basically, he doesn't know how to shoot it like a key blast, he makes it like he shoots it like an explosion. Like, it explodes in his hand, so he's basically copying almost Bakugo's style. Basically, but he saw a show that interested him. It said it was the Kamehameha wave. So Deku actually to consider this. Because since he knows what ki is. Yeah, so he knows how to, he doesn't know how to utilize his ki, but he utilizes the blue aura. So he's basically putting it into the spot. And he's like, ha, may. Even on the beach, the power of the ball was getting stronger. And he actually boosted up to 6% of blue aura, and he shot it. It made, like, you know how those movies, how they punch so hard, the waves go up and it's on the floor, but the wave is up and then it goes back down. That's how strong Deku's blast is. And Deku thinks he should keep this at 5% before he doesn't destroy anything. Basically, the UA entrance them showed up. Bakugo and Deku meet up. This time, Deku saves Uraraka instead of Uraraka saving Deku for falling on the floor. And he even said the exact same thing. Uraraka said to him, it's bad luck if you fall on your face. And she does consider this because she was going to say that to somebody one day. And they go into Intersam, but Deku and Bakugo go in different rooms. So basically, and Deku sees the same girl. He sees her nervous. After that, he walks up to her, but the blue-haired boy tried to stop him, but Deku knew he was about to touch him. He vanished and appears right next to her. and it explained to calm down a bit. She learns to calm down a bit and asks thanks. And then when the doors open, Deku just literally just dashed. Like 5% dash. With 3% of his aura in his body, he dashed. Basically, he dashed, destroying robots. Uraraka's actually the first one to figure it out, to follow after him. And basically, she and him were destroying robots. Unknowns to Deku, he knows something was off with Uraraka for a bit. And they was destroying robots. Deku and Bako are basically tied. Uraraka's right behind them. And then the robot came, and then Uraraka actually got stuck this time because I don't know how. I'm not going to spoil anything. And Deku sees her, and he sees everybody running away, not helping her, and he's irritated. Like, what the fuck? You're not going to help her, bro? Like, damn. He flies to the robot. 6% and 3% in his key in his body. He said, the blue aura in his body. He said, Ka Me Ha Me. He sends the shockwave of this blast is shaking buildings a bit. And he said, ha! Blasted the robot into sky, blowing up, and grabbed Uraraka quickly, and all the pieces fell on the floor. Everything ends, but Deku goes home. He does get Uraraka's number, because he's he's happy she's okay, but it's odd how he's feeling odd about her. And this timeline, Uraraka was doing martial arts to make him fighting style more better. And she discovered something she didn't know she had, but I'm going to leave that in the next part. After all three of them get into UA, this is where I'm going to end it off. And peace out. And hope you guys like more of these videos. And I'm going to make a, what if Asta has the Super Saiyan aura. I'm going to make that video. So I'm going to make it after this and post it. So peace and see you later. And I'm going to do a redo of what if Asta had one for all. Because I think I messed up. Because, yeah. So peace out.